Morning, guys. So this is just kind of an update. Josh is on his way to Mississippi, and it'll be pretty quiet today. In the rush of trying to get everything together, and then get everybody together and get the cars packed and everything. Only got about 3 hours of sleep last night, so trying really hard to stay up today, not take a nap, so that way I can go to bed and get up at a decent hour tomorrow. But I'll probably check in with you later. Right now, the dogs are pretty sad. Nova is one of those dogs that she really loves her people, and Josh has not been home all day. I can definitely tell a difference. Between the dogs, Nova will pretty much go to anybody, but she misses people. So Mick's been interesting today. Mick is firmly Josh's dog. Pretty much if Josh isn't here, Mick will have time for me, but for the most part... Oh, hi, Nova. Mick firmly belongs to Josh. He's his dog. Or maybe I should say that Josh is Mick's person. But it's been really interesting since the dogs have really started acting different today based on Josh being gone. And for Mick, especially, it's been hard. Like I said, he's really Josh's dog. And of course, it's kind of irritating that he's Josh's dog more than mine. We adopted Mick after a friend of mine, her and her husband were in the military. Well, her husband was in the military, and they were getting stationed in Texas, and they couldn't take all their pets. And so she and I strong-armed him for about 2 weeks, saying, look what a good dog he is. And finally got him to go along with the plan. And after all of that, nagging, he couldn't have one care about me. He has no time for me. It's all about Dad. And so right now, where I've pretty much been seeing him a lot, he's just on the counter or in the kitchen, but this is Mick's favorite spot. It's right under the desk, mainly because that is where Josh always is. So it's kind of sad. And it's really interesting. Josh and I have been dating since I was 14. I am not ashamed of it. I am 30 years old. So we've been together for over half my life, and it's only been one day, but I already kind of miss him a little bit. And I'm one of those people that when my spouse is gone, I don't sleep as well. And it's interesting that you kind of worry about him a little bit. I know he's fine. His mom, dad, and his brother are rotating the driving requirements. So, again, I know he's fine, but you always kind of worry a little bit. So, I am going to give him a call, see how he's doing, and I'll give you guys an update. I know I'm not supposed to eat a lot of this stuff, especially because, trying to eat healthier and things along those lines, but one of my biggest guilty pleasures during the Easter season is Cadbury cream eggs. Love Cadbury chocolate. My dad's originally from England, so Cadbury is a pretty standard chocolate in my household when I was growing up. But freaking Hershey's has gone in and they have sued an import company that imports English chocolate to the United States, and the cause for their suit is violation of intellectual property. And all I can think of, and excuse my language, is Hershey, what freaking bullshit is this? It is a chocolate company from a different country, and yet that's a violation of your intellectual property. That's horseshit right there. And so for those that are like me and like a lot of English chocolate, well, we're not going to be able to get it anymore because the import company won't send it. And what this is Hershey getting themselves all butthurt because they put out an inferior product. And a lot of times Hershey's chocolate, the first ingredient in Hershey's chocolate is sugar. Not cocoa bean, not like cocoa oils, not milk, sugar. Where Cadbury, since this is the point of fact, their first ingredient is milk, which is why it tastes better and it is a better quality product. And so, yeah, they're getting themselves all butthurt. And all I can think about is the fact that, Hershey is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Billion-dollar industry. And Cadbury... company. And Cadbury, I think I read somewhere, maybe Josh told me, but the entire import of English chocolate is like $16 million, $20 million. It's a drop in the bucket for Hershey. And really the only time maybe, and that is a big maybe, that these imported chocolates are going to outsell Hershey is during Easter. And so from here on out, it's basically, if you want Cadbury cream eggs, well, you're not getting Cadbury cream eggs. You're getting the really crappy Hershey's knockoff Cadbury cream eggs. And I have to say, it's kind of dumb, but I'm really feisty about it because I think the thing that's really killing me is this whole crap about intellectual property violation. I don't know for sure, but Cadbury's been around for a really long time. I don't know if it's been around longer than Hershey, but one way or another, you can't violate copyright laws on an import. It boggles my mind that that's what Hershey's trying to pull. So I found out, and Josh told me, or I read an article, I don't remember, but there is a petition in DC about, stopping Hershey in its tracks about trying to monopolize the chocolate industry in the United States. And I have to say that I've gone in and I'm going to sign it. And then also, I am on a Hershey boycott. I'm not a huge Hershey fan anyway. Like I said, there are better chocolates out there, and it's kind of cheap for me. I don't even really use Hershey's powders or stuff like cocoa powder when I bake. I'll use the Godiva or the higher quality ones because I just think they taste better and they turn out a better product in the end. But and like I said, I realize that this is really random and it's silly in the long run, but I'm just so irritated by these companies that go in and say, "Oh, well, we're going to do this because it's the best," but it's really not. And this kind of goes on another side note, but it's along the same lines. I am a huge Tomb Raider fan. I love the Tomb Raider franchise, and I'm sure many of you have heard about this. But Tomb Raider, the next one, and it's not Tomb Raider Origins. What's it? Do you remember what it's going to be called? Mm-mm. I don't know. The next Tomb Raider game. Well, the Tomb Raider franchise has gone in and said, "Oh, we're just going to release the game for the new Xbox One because it's going to be a better platform, but we're not trying to isolate or alienate our other gaming company." It's a bunch of crap. Basically, Xbox needed better sales. And so what they did is they went to the Tomb Raider people and said, "Hey, we'll give you extra money if you only release it on our system. Don't tell me you're just putting it on PlayStation 1 because on Xbox One because it's a better platform." That's crap. You could turn a better profit by selling the rights to the game to one company, and they were desperate to sell consoles because they were doing so much worse than PlayStation. I think Josh is pretty much of an equal opportunity game player when it comes to consoles, but I'm a pretty strict PlayStation person. I like the controls better, and it's probably because that's what I'm used to using. So the controller fits better for me. I like the control systems. I will not buy an Xbox. I'm not into them in general, and I'm certainly not going to buy one just to play one game. So for Tomb Raider people, if anybody is ever listening, don't give that party line that it's a better system, because it's not. You got paid extra money by Microsoft to only play for them. And I'm going to end it there because, like I said, I realized that I started with chocolate, I'm ending in video games, but still, major companies, don't give the public a bunch of crap. Just be honest and say, we're greedy, we want more money, and so we're going to limit what you as the consumer can have. Alright guys, it's getting towards the end of the night, and I'm starting to get ready for bed and I'm actually getting ready to start editing the video. Today was pretty quiet, so the clip you just saw, that's actually just something that Josh and I recorded before he left, mainly because I tend to get feisty about certain things. And as we start recording the videos, you'll see more and more of that. Speaking of recording videos, Josh ordered a video game capture, game through capture device. That came in the mail today, so when Josh comes back, we'll get that set up, which should be hopefully just in time to start playing through the order. When it comes to video games, you'll probably see me play stuff that's more like the order. It could be Tomb Raider. I'm a big person on storyline. That being said, I'm not that great of a gamer. You see some people that do the playthroughs, and they are wicked good at it. And for me, playthroughs will need probably a lot of editing, because much to Josh's chagrin, I tend to have to stop and find everything. So, for example, I'm that really obnoxious person that when you're playing Mario, I have to get every single coin. I can't not get the coins. Or if you're in Zelda, I have to walk the entire world because I want, or I kill the bushes or anything else because I want every little rupee that you can get. So that will have to probably either speed up or edit for you. With this as well is I will probably need some censorship when it comes to playing through games. And if I'm in a fight, for example, Dynasty Warriors, horrible about Dynasty Warriors, especially on some of the harder difficulties, because I start swearing at the characters, and it's kind of bad. I've actually, since we started vlogging, I've been making sure that Josh is not behind me when I'm playing games, because you would probably see a whole new side. So I hope you had a good day. I will keep you posted with Josh. Currently, I think he and his family, they're driving right now. They're exiting Texas as we speak. So I will give you an update tomorrow about how all that's going. And I hope you had, like I said, I hope you had a good day. If you like the vlogs, always leave a comment, give us a thumbs up, or you can subscribe. You can also follow us on Twitter. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.